Didn't expect to get wrapped up in that mess, but at least I didn't come away empty-handed. Now look back to looking for leads on Tachibana real estate. There is actually still a lead down that way, if I remember correctly. No. Down the way that she was facing. Yeah.
Oh. Hey there, buddy. Been looking for you.
You again? You got a lot of nerve showing up now. What do you want?
I think pretty clear what I want. Time to pay your protection money, pal. If you're doing business in Kamurocho, you're doing business with us.
The hell with that. It's not protection money if you don't show up to actually protect me when I need it. And you have the gall to ask for more?
When you need it. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about Tachibana real estate. When they came and chased me out, you people were nowhere in sight. Some protection. Tachibana.
What? Oh, Tachibana real estate. Yeah, there. Look, it's complicated.
Complicated my ass. You got scared and ran away. What could be simpler?
I like that the caveat, he's not getting pissed about the fact that the guy's trying to extort protection money. It's the fact that the dude didn't follow through on the protection.
It's like, dude, if you actually protected me, I'd be fine paying you.
But
you didn't.
It's a shitty situation. But I'm paying you, so at least fucking do it.
Yeah.
What?
Like,
this is your territory. Why'd you not chase them off?
And like, if the guy's like, listen, man, there's a lot of things going on with them. They've beaten us down. We've beaten them down. And listen, it wouldn't help him in this situation, but at least he'd be able to say something. Instead, he's just a little fucking piss baby.
Scared? Who do you think?
Thanks to you, I had to relocate. Now I'm scrambling to get new customers to make up for all the ones I lost. I couldn't pay you if I wanted to. Which I don't.
I think you better keep that attitude in check, asshole.
Mind if I cut in? Huh? What do you want?
Who are you? What family you with?
I'm not anybody's family. Pipe down, is this guy I'm talking to.
Excuse me?
What do you want from me? You say you opened up shop here because Tachibana Real Estate forced you out of your last location? That right?
I see what this is. You're trying to be this guy's new muscle. Oh, hell no!
What?
I've been saying this cafe's been for 30 years. You spend on our child, it'll mean war.
Looks like you need some convincing to stay quiet after I speak with the owner here.
Shut your mouth and try me. I'll kill you.
There? It looks like he pissed his pants.
Yeah, especially with Dark Swamp and thing.
Yeah. Yamero!
What the? I'm not listening to some kid.
You just did. Now get lost and don't show your face around this guy's shop again.
Damn it. This ain't over. I'm going back to finish playing RQ3. Wait, shit, that guy got a copy?
Wait, shit, that guy has a copy too? There. Now we can finally talk in peace. So what? In the end, you're just taking his place and the guy's squeezing me for protection money? Please, can you just leave me alone? I already said it wasn't like that. I'm not even Yakuza. So I just really want to talk for a minute. What? Tachibana Real Estate. I'm doing a little investigation. I'd like you to tell me what you know. Anything is fine. What I know isn't a hell of a lot. Besides, I'd prefer never to deal with those guys again. They're terrifying. Terrifying how? What'd they do to you? It wasn't even what they did. They just knew about me. Like, everything about me. Like what? My parents' home address. My daughter's school. Where I source all the cafe supplies. Who all my customers are. With that much ammo, they didn't have to do anything. And to top it off, they're not even Yakuza. At least with that lot, you know what to expect. I see. Where would I go if I want to meet the guy from Tachibana's office who paid you that visit? You're probably still there, finishing what they started. Still where? The Hakua building on Shichifuku Street. The place my cafe was in. They've driven most of the tenants out, so the place is practically empty, but there was one stubborn guy who said the only way out he was leaving was in a casket. And he's still there? Probably. They were making all kinds of sweet deals, but he turned down every last one.
Well, maybe he's in a casket now.
Maybe. If he's still there now, Tachibana's boys will be too. Go have a look if you really want to get mixed up with them. Alright, thanks. I appreciate it. Tachibana's been running at tenants out of the Hakua building on Shichifuku. It's worth checking out.
So on that tire thing, I think that was actually the case of my throat still recovering from scarfing down a cookie too fast earlier.
I'm definitely starting to feel a little bit of fatigue in my throat, but I can go a little bit longer.
I think it might be the sugar cookies. They're good, but leaves a little bit in there.
They're definitely dry.
Out of my way.
Not in a bad way.
Not in a bad way, but definitely dry in the fact that you don't really, like, keep yourself moist and drinking and eating them.
I guess the chocolate chip cookies, the part that's in that is the fact that chocolate melts when you do it.
Yeah, that kind of helps.
But those are also rough in this batch.
Yeah. I do think that we should be wrapping up somewhat soon. Looking at the time, because it's already midnight and I do work in the morning. And I am getting tired. I'm still, like, feeling drained after vacation a bit.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
I should probably eat something. I'm hungry.
Nah, I just need to play a little bit of Sega. That'll help me.
Sega.
That'll help me right up.
Sega. You gotta play Space Harrier.
My favorite game.
Right.
Spending money to throw up in a trash can because I got too drunk.
I forgot this game's thing instead of the keys as cards. Whoops.
Good job, man. What the?
What?
Why the hell's Greensleeves playing here?
What's Green Sleeves?
It's a classic piece.
It's probably the UFO catcher.
Oh, fair enough. Greensleeves, was that the name? Shit. I think it is. Yeah, it's one of those basic pieces of classical music.
Yeah, it's probably the UFO catcher music. Okay, please heal.
Why? It's funny.
It is, but also, you take a lot of hits in fights.
Yeah, I'm still getting used to it again.
Eat some food. Eat some food. It's not gonna be a lot, but it's at least gonna get you moving.
We'll sing some yakisoba too.
Yakuza. Also, maybe you can press B and run. You have to hold her. Looks like this is the place Tachibana's been trying to buy up. No business signs. Seems Tachibana's boys live up to the rumors. Namaste Bar. Guess they're the last holdout.
Do you happen to know what time they open?
I need to go less deep. So I'm going really far low. But really I just need to be going around here. I'm kind of getting closer to his voice.
Who are you? Sign says we're closed, pal.
I'd like to ask you about Tachibana Real Estate. Do you work here?
I'm the manager. What are you, Jinsei family?
Jinsei?
Well, never mind then. What gives, man?
I'm not here to hurt you or anything. Just need to talk. Tachibana's people are trying to drive you out of the
I found it
building,
interesting, like,
right?
Jinsei family, like he's hopeful or something. I'm like,
Yeah.
is that who you're paying protection money to?
Screw it, get inside.
Can't say I've ever heard of the Jinsei family.
Tojo clan, technically, but bottom of the food chain as far as Yakuza. They used to come by for protection money each month, but Tachibana ran them off a while ago.
Wait, civilians ran off the Yakuza?
Damn.
Yeah, pathetic, right?
And the other businesses here? Did Tachibana
Why
drive
does...
them all
Okay,
out?
pause real quick if you can. Why does this guy have a page on the fucking Historica fandom site? Like the wiki page. Like the wiki site. Historica as in the largest history and historical fiction wiki.
And it's the random bar owner?
Yes! Do you know what they fucking named him?
What?
Ryushi Namase. As if Namase isn't like just the name of the bar.
I mean, I could see it.
He was born in Tokyo, Japan in 1949 and moved to the Kabukicho neighborhood in 1980s to start his own business, the Namase Bar. He allegedly chased out the residents of the unit he purchased for his bar, earning him the enmity of the Tachibana Real Estate. Huh? What is this? This is insane. Why did they put Yakuza in the fucking historical fiction wiki? I just want to know who fucking voices him, because it sounds familiar.
Just dropped in out of the blue one day and told us they own the property now, so we all have to leave. Most of the neighbors did as they were told once they heard who was asking. I stood my ground.
Is your family living here?
Can't afford this place and a separate home. Wife's practically locked herself in back there. She's afraid of the vagrants who've taken over. Of course, Tachibana's bankrolling them all. Pays them to cause a ruckus, piss on the floors. One nearly started a fire the other day. You believe that?
How often would you say Tachibana's men come by?
Lately, I've been getting silent phone calls. Hundreds, all throughout the night.
Who's that?
That's them? Shit! Why now all of a sudden? There's 5 or 6 guys out there.
Namaste-san! It's Tachibana Real Estate.
You mind letting them in? I just want to talk. I promise. I won't let them hurt you.
Here you go. Oda-san.
Oh, I know this voice actor.
Afternoon, Namaste-san. We were in the neighborhood. Wanted to stop by, see if you'd reconsidered.
You recognize his voice?
Kinda.
I told you we're not leaving.
We were talking about his stream
Well,
earlier.
That's a problem for us. We're the legal owners of the building. Frankly, you're not being very equitable about the whole situation.
Wait. We talked about two
Equitable?
streamers, like what? Willie or Sayu?
Every day you people harass me. We've got
First
an
one.
infantry,
Sayu.
damn it.
Okay, I'm gonna say.
Your face is a new one to me.
Yeah, it's all Hunter Saab.
Oh, Namaste-san. Bringing in Yakuza muscle only complicates these things.
I hate to disappoint you, but I'm not Yakuza. Think of me as the new security guard here.
Got himself a bouncer, did he? Riff-raff, huh?
Mostly problems with thugs who call themselves real estate agents lately.
Well, in my experience, a third party never simplifies matters. Let's not allow this one to impede any good faith negotiation on our part. I come bearing gifts, courtesy of the Jinsei Patriarch.
What is that?
That, my friend, is all the protection money you've paid him to date, doubled. 30 grand a month, for 3 years, rounded up to 2 million. I convinced him to part with it, as a courtesy.
You got the boss of a family to cough that up? You? Personally?
2 million?
Furthermore, another 2 million from our president to demonstrate his candor. And what the hell? Here's 2 million more. Buy your kid the expensive milk. What do you say, Namaste-san? You drove a hard bargain, I've got to hand it to you. May I let my superiors
God, I
know
fucking
they
love
can
how Hunter
expect
Saab as an
your
actor,
departure?
though. He's legitimately one of the best
This is
actors
never about the
of,
money.
like, the...
People like you and your
I wouldn't say the
president.
new generation,
You think
because,
you
like,
could just
he's
roll in
been
with
on the
the
team for a
hands and
decade now.
muck around with
People
our
didn't
lives?
notice him as much before.
Yeah. But I mean, like, he's been, like, in the professional sphere for a decade now, so he's not the new generation. There's definitely a newer generation
Let's
of
drop
voice
the false
actors.
pretenses.
But he's definitely a big
No,
name
say
in the
so.
current gen still.
Yeah.
You can throw all the
Honestly, it's not like
tantrums you
other
like.
YouTubers took a while to catch
This
up to
wad
him in
is
this
all you're
regard.
gonna get
Honestly,
from
yeah.
us.
Wasting our time with this bullshit? If it isn't the money, then what the fuck is it? Huh?
This is where Kiryu looks his oldest, when he just pulls up that fucking
Something wrong.
scowl.
Are you telling me you don't hear that crying in the next room? Is that it then? Throwing cash in a father's face in front of his kid is how Tachibana does things?
You don't exactly look like the kind of guy who's in a position to give me a goddamn lecture on ethics. But have it your way. Thanks to our show of sincerity here, I think he'll come on board.
That's not for you to decide.
Namaste-san. I'll be expecting a call from you later this evening. And I'm looking forward to your cooperation. You know, this fetish of yours for playing the hero is only going to wind up getting you killed in this city, buddy. If I were you, I'd keep that shit locked up tight.
So when I first streamed this back in 2018, I vividly remember going on a discussion, like going on a tangent with this scene. I was convinced this guy had a fake kid.
So what?
That because we never
You're just gonna
actually
close up
like
shop
saw
on me.
evidence of the wife and kid
course.
outside
Can
of just the
believe
kid
all those
screaming in the
idiots who
background,
jumped at the first
that
offer?
he was playing some kind of recording
Invest a little patience
and was just
and
doing that
look
for
at the
sympathy points to
dividends,
try
yeah.
and get more money out of Tachibana. In hindsight, I do think that obviously the kid and the wife has to be real, because there's no way in hell Tachibana would fall for that, with how much they just know about people. But I was convinced when I first played this game that that guy was lying about having a kid.
Especially with his little moment just now.
Exactly, yeah. It felt like something was falsified to jiggle the controller.
Hey, what happened to the other homeless guys that were
Zach,
out here?
jiggle the controller.
Moved
some
on
reason I
to
thought
the
it'd just
side of the
become
next
night.
job, I'd think.
I mean, it did.
They told us this one's all wrapped up.
It's over, huh? Where to next?
Honestly, the shading kind of suits
Beats
what's
me.
coming out of the building,
Lots
though.
of work
It did,
these
yeah.
days. That Tachibana son's got plenty irons in the fire.
Like, I was like 100%
What do you actually know
convinced
about
that guy was
Tachibana
fucking
real estate?
lying.
I
The fact
know
that he
you're a
wasn't makes it
fool to
almost
be
feel
asking
more surreal.
questions.
Yeah,
Leave
exactly.
guys like them alone, lest you need your teeth loosened. These days, they own the shadows in this city.
Shadows.
I've been around a long time. Never seen a mob like theirs. Eyes and ears on every corner of Kamurocho. Working folk, Yakuza, doesn't matter. They know your secrets. They'll get you by the balls.
Damn.
Is that how they were able to chase off the Jinsei family?
Last I heard, Tojo headquarters called in the Jinsei boss and had him hack off his finger right there in front of the chairman.
What?
Turns out he'd been skimming off the top of his payments, some anonymous tip. Of course, they only ratted him out for a tiny bit of it. If the Tojo clan got wind of the full scope of things, he'd be a dead man.
Yeah.
I get it. So now Tachibana has the entire Jinsei family on a leash.
Damn.
Hey,
Yeah.
I didn't say nothing about it being Tachibana who did it. You understand? Though I suppose you'd be hard-pressed to name anybody else in this town so willing to dig their hands into the Yakuza's dirty laundry, eh?
Right.
Alls I'm saying is this, kid. Steer clear of Tachibana, or before long your mom will be crying her eyes out.
So they definitely went to these, like, mid-budget cutscenes and redid the lip flaps.
Yeah.
But they did not do it on the high-budget cutscenes because they were pre-rendered. And they're like, we're not going to re-render these cutscenes for this re-release.
Find the homeless men. You know, we can start our homeless search next time.
I actually knew where they are, if you want to go ahead and do that.
I mean, it's not hard to have a marker.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, you do have a marker.
Yeah, I just have to get to a safe point. What am I talking about? I'm sorry, it's just ingrained into me to look for a phone booth in this one.
I mean, fair. We should.
The fact that I can just do that feels so
Also,
wrong.
go to Beast. Abilities. Beast. You haven't invested in it yet. Become powerful, my child.
Brawler's the style we'll probably end up using the most for now, though.
Yeah, Brawler's the default style. Like, if you're wanting speed and, like, dodging abilities, you do Rush. If you want crowd control, you do Beast, but if you're just wanting a fight, you do Rush. Alright.
That's where we end tonight, guys.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do a raid. I'm tired, and I want to relax before I go home. Thank you for sticking around. If you liked what you saw, you're always free to follow me over at twitch.tv/same_Leonhardt, where I'm streaming multiple times a week, or you can just stick around here on the YouTube channel and watch the VODs and videos that I put out. Hope you have a wonderful day.